Let's hope the Wildcats don't pull a Falcons and blow this thing, Lou. They're so close to that berth.
No chance. Not after what happened today. Northwestern had 7 games to prove. The Illinois loss was just a stumble. They needed a signature win to get everyone's attention so they could go dancing for the first time ever. And tonight, they got it, picking up the most important win in the history of Northwestern basketball. Northwestern in Madison against conference-leading Wisconsin. Wildcats caught fire midway through the first half. Bryant McIntosh, watch him here, knocked down the 3. Cats closed out the half on a 19-3 run. They took a 31-22 lead into the break. Badgers opened up the second half, trying to take the game back. Ethan Happ finds Nigel Hayes in the post. Layup gave the Badgers the lead, capping a 10-0 run. Northwestern wouldn't give in. McIntosh again with the layup. He had a game-high 25. Northwestern gets a huge road win, taking down 7th-ranked Wisconsin, 66-59. Cats' first win over a top 10 team in their last 17 tries. With today's win, Northwestern's now 19-6, 8-4 in the Big Ten, making a strong case for their first-ever NCAA tournament appearance. Our very own George Smith caught up with Northwestern Athletic Director Jim Phillips and asked him how excited he is with what he has seen so far this season from his Cats.
I'm really excited. The journey's only about 3/4 of the way done, so there's still a lot of games to be played. But I love it for the young men that have really worked hard and for the coaching staff. But even more, I love it for the university, for all those that love Northwestern, that have graduated, that are fans, season ticket holders. Again, it shines that bright spotlight on a terrific program.
Phillips, a good man. We'll have more of George Smith's interview with Jim Phillips coming up next on The Final Word. Plus, what's going on with the Bulls and a live report from spring training. At least when Tom Thibodeau coached the Bulls, everyone was on the same page. They all did their job. But now with Fred Hoiberg running the show, the inmates are running the asylum. Zero chemistry. And with Wade, Butler, Mirotic, and Zips are all sitting out today, Tibbs T-Wolves trounced the Bulls. Tom Thibodeau's teaching his young Wolves how to play defense, something the Bulls obviously forgot about after Tibbs left. Watch this. Bulls transition defense, absolutely awful. Ricky Rubio glides in, scoops, scores. Rubio had a double-double. 3-point shooting in the third quarter briefly kept the Bulls in this one, even though they're the worst 3-point shooting team in the league. Doug McDermott cut the deficit to 15 with one there. Part of a 10-0 Bulls run. McDermott had 11 in the quarter, 16 in the game, but the quicker and more athletic T-Wolves just dominated in all phases. Andrew Wiggins with the rebound and dunk puts Minnesota back up 21. Bulls get pounded 117-89. Bulls lose both games against Minnesota this season, finishing up their road trip 2-4. Cubs return to the desert for spring training Tuesday after quenching their thirst for a World Series title. Now looking to become baseball's first team to repeat since the Yankees rattled off the trifecta. George Smith is in Scottsdale between Tempe and Glendale before pitchers and catchers report. George?
Good evening to you, Lou. 73 and sunny when we arrived here. Not a bad welcome for us. You know, it's a new year and a new era. No more curses, no more billy goats. These are the world champion Chicago Cubs. Spring training just about here. We're excited to be here, and so are a lot of the Cubs players. Many of them have arrived early for spring training, even though they still have a couple more days to go before they report. Tuesday is the big day for the Cubs. That's the day pitchers and catchers are expected to report. They'll be at Sloan Park Tuesday morning. The world champion Chicago Cubs. That's got a pretty nice ring to it. A beautiful setting over at the ballpark. You can see the mountains off in the distance. And guess what? The Cubs will begin their quest to defend the title. You know, Lou, last year it was embrace the target. Embrace getting to the World Series and winning the World Series. So why not embrace a new target? Repeating as champions. We'll have much more coming up in the final word. Reporting live, I'm George Smith. Let's go back to the studio.
All right, George, I know that manager Joe Madden wants his players this season to be uncomfortable. We'll talk about it coming up on the final word. Couple of notes. Reds traded Brandon Phillips to the Braves. Jordan Spieth wins the Pebble Beach Pro-Am shooting 19 under. That's his 9th career PGA Tour win. And finally, last night, St. Joe's coach Gene Pingatore won his 1,000th career high school school game, knocking off St. Rita 81-71. Pingatore has been coaching for 48 years at St. Joe's, leading them to 2 state titles. We want to thank our Fresco users, Eric Beltran and Jillian Posadas, for helping us share this special moment with you. Gene Pingatore, one of the best coaches, not only high school, college, professional, best coaches out there, Scotty.